What is up, Gaming G Lucas here. I'm battling a guy named DragonLordMaster123. He's a good battler, subscribe to him. I take out my Clefable, he takes out his Quagmire, his Quagsire, and I use Reflect, he uses Surf, not that much damage, and my Clefable, I use a Flame Orb. I think he expected some fishy, so he takes it out, and he uses a Nidoking. I use my Vacate on it, and not just that, it hits critical. It pisses me off because it didn't do enough damage for me. So I switch it out and go into Macrana, and I did not realize he had a Focus Blast, and he attacks me with it. It pisses me off, and well, Macrana is gone. I didn't even get to use it with a move. So bye bye Crana. Anyways, what I later use is take out my Skarmory, and he takes it out expecting a Steel Wing, and he was right because I did it and it didn't do any crap to the Slowking. So I take out my Tangrowth in order to try to do some damage. He uses Surf, and of course I tried to take it out. It didn't do very effective, and what I do is Poison Jab it. I thought he was gonna stall, but not just that, it poisons it. Finally, I get to poison something. He uses Zing Headbutt, and the Zing Headbutt did some damage, but of course with my Life Orb does some damage. So he takes out Swampert. I get revenge because I used Power Whip, and the Swampert was my biggest enemy in a way, and I take it out. So thank God I did that. And his is eliminated. He didn't even get to use it like my Crawdaunt. He takes out his Dragonite, and his Dragonite uses Ice Beam, and it's bye bye Tangrowth. It did a good job. Not just that, I took out the Swampert, and I take out my Stunking, and he used his Thunder Punch in order to try to take this thing out. I'm smart, so I use Torment in order for it not to use Thunder Punch again, knowing the fact that this thing was smart. So he's gonna use Dragon Dance in order to attack me again. But what I do is Sludge Bomb it, and it does some damage. Not just that, it poisons it. So I am lucky today. Not just that, and I regain some health. He uses Ice Beam to try to take my Scientific out. It doesn't work, and too late. I use Explosion to try to take this thing out, and not just that, it works. I take it out, and my Stunkick did a good job, and I love the Stunkick now. He takes out his Quagsire. I take out my Clefable. He expects me to fake it again. He switches out, and he was right. I take it out on his Executor, better yet, and I use Fire Blast on this thing, which he didn't expect, I guess, and I can't believe I didn't take it out. He tried to use Hypnosis. That was a dumb move, so I used Vacate, expecting a switch, but he goes through it. Anyways, so he then later take out his Nidoking, and he does a Focus Blast, but unfortunately for him, my Clefable took it like a beast, and I was trying to see if he would switch. He didn't, so unfortunately that didn't do no crap. So, and what I later use, he does Poison Jab to try and take it out. It still survived it. I used Fake It again to try to do some damage at least, and he survives, and he uses Poison Jab on my Clefable, and it wipes it out. And good job, Clefable. And my next move, I take out my Kecleon, and not just that, it does a beast move. It does Sucker Punch. Not just that, it hit critical, and it knocks his Nidoking out. Thank God. So he uses his Quagsire now. I use Sucker Punch to try to do some damage. It did barely any damage. So he goes underground. I switch out to my Skarmory that I still had it, and he uses Dig. It doesn't do any effect. I use Toxic on this thing in order to damage it very badly, and he uses Surf. It does enough damage to say if he used it again, he would knock me out. And then he gets hurt by the poison. I use Steel Wing, just trying to see what move he would try to pull off, and unfortunately he uses Surf and knocks my Skarmory off. So good job, Skarmory. And what I later do is take out my Kecleon. Not just that, after that I use Sucker Punch to try to damage it. Didn't do enough, so he goes to Dig. What I do after this, he hits me with a Dig, and but not just that, what I do later is use Rest, so my health is regained, and his Toxic takes its toll, and it knocks out his Quagsire, and it was a heck of a threat. So he takes out his Slowking. I use Sleep Talk and use Charge Beam. Unfortunately, for my luck, it did not knock it out, and it uses Surf, and remembering that color change made it ground type, and it's critical, and it knocks me out. So good job, DragonLordMaster123. Good battle. I will post later some more videos. And okay, guys, see you later.